Did I get the wrong one? Mama. Welcome everybody. Welcome to my stream. So I don't know how long I don't know how long it's been since I last do a YouTube stream. So for those of you who don't know, I do stream on Twitch from time to time. Very few time to time. But I'm back on YouTube for today. It's been a while, right? Honestly. How do we just start? Do we just begin? Anyway, I'm VTube Academy Director Interdimensional Program APEX セカンドプログラムちょっとなもです。よろしくお願いします。Welcome LTR notes. いらっしゃい。We got Poker for 501. いらっしゃい。Welcome. We got Project X. Hello Pexi. Hello. We got Shintoki. Hi. How are you, Shintoki? We got Ishiki Ray. Man. And welcome Sif. Happy to see you at this hour. What a month indeed. It's been a year for me actually. It's been a real year for me. Like how do I even begin? Put myself to the side a little bit. Okay. I want to start like from the beginning, you know, where it all started. Oh, it's wacky year that has been. To find the file. Buckle sing. Let's say welcome. So I'll be heavily censoring like names and all that because you know I don't want to get in trouble. These are real people with real companies and stuff. But anyway, we shall begin. All the way back from December 2024, I resigned from company C. The reason for me resigning was that they didn't pay me the 75 overtime hours. Like they only pay like half of it. And then okay, my problem is like, you know, mistakes happens all the time. But like I send the paper saying that I want to claim 75 hours, but I didn't get any memo or any like heads up that the 75 hours is not counted fully and they have a way to like count it. So I decided to like kind of resign because I felt like even the boss wasn't like treating me as his you know, valuable asset, because he was asking me how much do I pay you for an OT, because he doesn't know, right? He doesn't know how the company is ran and how much people are paid. And I said, you know, I get paid about 35 ringgit, 40 ringgit per hour for the OT. And he told me that you know, why is it so much? You know, I thought my daughter told me that they pay about 7 ringgit for MACD staff OT. So it was at that point that kind of triggered the hell out of me. And that's when I kind of, well, honestly, a bit of an impulse that I resigned from this company. But As a matter of fact, it was more of a multitude of things happening at the same time. I don't have any more friends in the company. No more like English speaking people in the company. Everyone is like speaking Chinese, and I don't feel included anymore. Overall, I just don't feel happy in that company anymore. So I resigned. So that's back in December 2024. I don't remember if it's like end of November. I probably served my notice from November. And then I what do you call it, officially resign on December 2024. I don't have any ill will towards this company. Maybe just a little bit, undervalued. But overall, I felt like, they still pay me a lot in this company. So I guess there was a tiny bit of regret. But at the same time, I kind of like want to move from there because I've been serving there for like almost 7 years. I kind of want to see what else is out there. I was kind of confident that I can get a job. That was where I was wrong. So I couldn't really find a job. And after a few months with my rent all catching up and burning on my savings, so I had no choice but to work at a cinema. So I worked part-time at a cinema, and it was a brutal job. Well, I don't know. I guess there's more brutal jobs out there, but I came from a desk job and then goes to like some place that requires me to stand all day long. So I kind of work from like roughly around 6 p.m. until like 2 to 3 a.m. So that goes on for a while, and my legs and my shoes are busted as hell. I do not want to repeat this part of my life, but I still learn a lot of valuable things. It was a very humbling experience as well, to work in the service department, and it was at this point I realized like I would like a job where I meet people more instead of like a desk job where I'm just doing the same thing every day. So it's kind of, with what hours? My shift is around like 6 p.m. to like 2 to 3 a.m. So it's officially it's like until like what 2 a.m. But from time to time I have the OT. Hi Pix, welcome speaking in language. Welcome to the stream. So that was back in January 2025. I'm still kind of like trying to look for work and like applying for jobs here and there, left and right. Then I heard news that the company C has been downsized. So in a way, like this, at this point in time, I realized like even if I stayed in the company, I think I would have been cut off like in this month too. Anyway, in February, so I kind of like left earlier. Yeah, I could have gotten a few more months of salary before I get downsized, but like I saw the ship sinking and I kind of jumped earlier, and I'm glad that I made the jump as well. Ishik said, no guy that worked at a cinema, they put people on the closing shift and they want to have them resign. Here's the thing. I love the closing shift because I do it so well that the company kind of depends on me. So I like to be in control, and I demand that my OT to be paid if they would like me to close beyond the regular hours. So I think the management really hated me. Thanks, Steve, for being a member for 34 months. Arigato. So I think the management kind of hates me for being so, you know, in control, putting them at age. Anyway, it reached a point where new management came in, don't want to pay my OT, and I told them, look, if you pay me OT, I will stay for the closing. Otherwise, I'll just walk out right now because my shift just ended. And from then on, they paid me cash whenever I need to OT. That was nice. Always know your rights, guys. Never work for free. So here's the thing. In somewhere in March, I received a job offer in KL. Yeah, they kind of like interested to have me in. I thought hard about it. Like, am I ready to move from Penang to KL? My family's here. My brother, my brother is here in Penang. And I love Penang. If anybody would give me like a ringgit house between Penang and KL, I would still choose Penang over KL. I've never really liked KL. I only go to KL because that's where the events usually are and more people are there. Like, I wish everyone comes to Penang instead. But anyway, yeah, I received a job offer in KL, and Project say, what are we gonna do with Pexi? I don't know, man. Molo saying, have a hug. Thank you, I need it. So the job offer in KL, like, I gotta tell, like, my lawyer, who's a good friend of mine. He's a bit of an older person. We hang out a lot, and he's sort of like my, not sure father figure is the right word, but he reminds me a lot of like my father, and I kind of like treat him as if I'm his son, mentor. Not really, but he does help me and teach me a lot. So, well, the thing is, like, we play card games and stuff, so it's not really like a son-father relationship. But I guess modern son-father would be like that, just not my father. My father wouldn't play games. You aren't fired from VGL, right? I own VGL. Unless, like, the talents unanimously decided to fire me from VGL. That's a that's a scary thought, actually. Am I gonna keep existing in streaming? I will try to exist, sir. I'll try to exist. I don't think I give up that easily. But I don't know what's gonna happen from now on. Well, let's get to that, okay? Uncle type. I would be a bit more distant for an uncle. I don't know. Are you guys close to your uncles? Not really. And because I have this job offering KL, my lawyer friend kind of freaked out, for a lack of word. He panics a little. So he started like telling me, to hold on to it, and he'll get me some interviews. So he gave me like a few interviews that like doesn't make no sense. One of them being like a property manager. And then I did went for that interview. I actually went there, and I just told them honestly, look, I have no experience in this field, but I'm very, very willing to learn and adapt, and try to perform as you can, as you see fit. Now, of course, from their eyes and from their expressions, I already knew that I'm not gonna get hired anyway. But I did my best, you see. I did my best anyway. So I didn't get that offer. But then he gave me another interview, which is to a state government office. I will not disclose what office it is. So I went for the interview. I surprised the people there because there was no appointment. There was no official appointment. And my boss, my future boss at the time, walks in and said, yeah, he has this appointment. So I came in and I realized I don't even know what I'm interviewing for, like what position am I getting. So I just try my best to sell myself, sell my ability, sell myself as the one-man media solution. I can do everything: graphic design, video, music, live stream, anything. So he didn't say anything. It was a very one-sided interview, and it ends there. So I thought I busted it. And a week later, they called me, said that they want to do another interview. And on that interview, they said they're ready to hire me as soon as possible. So I told them I will. Oh, what's happening? I'll give a 1 week notice to my current job, and I'll start work next week. And I was a bit worrying because I kept asking for the offer letter, but they couldn't produce an offer letter. But I was kind of desperate. I was like 3 months in debt, late on rent. Okay, I wasn't late on rent, but I've been borrowing money left and right to pay for rent and other bills. So I'm desperate. I have no choice but to gamble on this. I don't know how government job works and how everything is. So apparently you don't get offer letter in a government job. I don't know, man. Sounds pretty fishy. And until today, I don't see any offer letter. So so on April 21st, I started this job. So I found out what the job is and what they call this job. Apparently, it's a personal assistant. So I mean, it has a fancy word to it, but overall, it's a personal assistant job where I assist my boss throughout his day. So basically, my job comprises of, but not limited to, scheduling his appointments, filtering appointments as well. What's the word? I don't really have to write speeches, but I have to ask organizers for their speech for my boss, and then I'll have to filter it, edit it, and kind of like liaise with the organizers on the necessary things. Make sure the dress code is right. So it's roughly, mostly my work is mostly that. So I mainly take photos, take videos, and like within 2 hours after the program, I need to have it up on Facebook. So that's like my day to day. That's like my main thing. So the work is like quite heavy on the morning, like from 9 a.m. to like 2 p.m. And then afterward, it's paperwork time. There's so much paperwork in government job. It's not joking. Like the thickness of my claims is just like a book every time I submit it. So that's something. So even getting this job was weird because they said I won't be paid on the first month, but like the first salary I will get together with my second salary. So it's not I don't get paid. I get paid, but it's gonna be late for the first month. So I still have under the guise that, you know, is this even legit? Is this how government works? Why is it so shady? Anyways, I keep bothering them like, look, can I see the offer letter? Can I see the whatever letter? Can I see any proof? Is my salary coming in? What's my ID and stuff like that? I couldn't like. Then I still like don't get any salary, so I have to somehow get one more month. So this is where I borrow even more money uh, to an international friend. I don't know if she's watching, but yeah, she saved my ass like around this time. Uh, yeah. So money. Oh, it says here. Oh my god, she helped out. Kisa help. Thanks, Kisa. Thanks. Arigato. Okay. Yeah. I've been lurking. Oh no. So yeah. So that what's happened like in April. Um. But I did get my salary on May. No, actually, I get my salary in June. So it's like a 2 months salary plus 2 months of what do you call it, claims. So they keep telling me that I'm rich, but actually I'm late on my payment, so I ain't rich. So as soon as I got this payment, I started paying off my debts here and there, and I end up with nothing again. And then so here's where I realized how weird this job is, and I kind of have been forewarned during the interview. Like the job itself is pretty easy. I mean, it's quite a lot of things to cover, and I'm not sure if like any like regular people can handle it. I was quite adaptable. I can do all the things they ask me to do, so it's not a problem for me. I just have a problem trying to remember people's name. But even that, I feel like I'm doing it now. Like I can remember people's name now. Uh, but anyway, here's where it gets weird. So I realized the main challenge of this job is my boss himself, and he's a wild one. I gotta say he's like really wild. I guess it's safe to say as long as I don't put out any name, right? Uh, Basically, wow, this is challenging. Uh, because I already kind of say that I worked in government, so I don't know if like I'm gonna disappear as soon as I say some things here. Basically, and if you don't want to, but you kind of need the context. Uh, let's say, hmm, just say in Minecraft and you're fine. uh, what's in Minecraft? I don't know, man. It's recreational drinking of word. I don't know, man. But anyway, yeah, my boss, she drinks from time to time, and there will be mood swings because of this. And let's just say that he's a huge fan of drinking. Uh, in Minecraft, that's right. In Minecraft, he's a huge fan of drinking in Minecraft. Uh, okay, but I was given a tip like before, like my boss, like he can be angry the shit out of me today, but by tomorrow he would have forgotten things. Okay, so that's kind of the thing here. So another context is Mr. K kinda is the main PA to this boss, and he's kind of the one who hired me, who chose me. Poker said my main challenge of the job is also my boss. We don't do a lot of client job. We just do a lot of things because boss man wants to have huge event every 2 months. Man, even 2 months sounds like a big thing for you. But thought swing sounded super harsh. Mood swings. Yeah. So like, yeah, there's that, right? So it was no joke. It's a real test on my what's the word? What's the word? To hold back. What's the word? To hold back. It's a real test on my patience. I guess patience works. Like the younger me would have landed a 1-2 straight in the face so many times. But I managed to hold on to it, to get a salary. And, the best part is like, I guess I work for the state government, so the state pays me and not my boss. So as long as I can withstand the verbal abuse, then I get paid. So there's that. The work is kind of hectic. So the thing is like the work is not that bad, but it's like almost every day, including weekends and public holidays, especially public holidays. There's more things happening on public holidays. But I do get claims and OT, so I'm kind of okay with that. As long as I get paid, I don't have a problem. And then there was supposed to be a Singapore trip on June, where I was originally asked to go. And then my boss changed his mind and said that I don't have to go and someone else to go. I was very happy about it. And then 1 week before going, he asked me to go again. He called me to the mama, and then we had a chat. And then he said I should go. This is like 1 week before the flight, and we have to get like state approval and all this crap, all the paperwork and getting all the people running here and there, trying to get this approved for an additional expenditure. That's where your tax paying money goes. So we did all of it. We pulled out so many strings out of our ass. We managed to get it to work. We managed to get it approved. And on the next day, and I asked him to sign, just one last paper for him to sign to approve me joining him to the Singapore trip. And he said, why so many people going to Singapore? I was stunned. Like, he literally just asked me to go with him. And the next day, he don't even remember anything about asking me to go. We've already changed the papers and all the things. So yeah, so I thought maybe, I thought maybe it's a lapse of memory. So the next day I asked him again, and he said, why why you keep asking me to sign this? And he said, like, I'm like, oh, you don't need to go. I'm like, oh, okay. No, I'm okay with not going. It was your instructions, So I was like, okay. Yeah, so I ended up not going, but because like we pull out so many strings out of our ass, in the paper it shows that I'm still going. So I don't know what happened there. Kind of had to lie a little bit to some people, but anyway. So there was the Singapore trip. Now I got lucky that I didn't go, because what I heard about what happened there was a huge disaster of shit that I'm so glad that I wasn't there. Basically, I heard my boss burnt like 6 flight tickets because he kept wanting to come back every single day that he was there. He almost walked out on some minister and stuff. And yeah, that was one crazy shit that happened there that I'm glad I'm not a part of. And when he came back, when the group came back, so this is like unknowingly, like, where things kind of gone wrong. So Mr. K kind of disappeared from this point. So he was the main PA for the boss, and he just stopped coming to the office. And due to some special arrangement, apparently that's allowed for him. So he kind of pretended to like just be away for a while until, after a while he said he's gonna go study. So he's not gonna be around. And then my boss told me that I have to step up and like take his spot. So I kind of like took his seat and stuff. And yeah, and Mr. K just disappeared. And I somehow, well, not really promoted, but took on his responsibilities as well. At this point, all I was thinking of was that probably Mr. K hired me with the idea as an exit plan so that he can leave and like I can take over his work. So at this point, it was still kind of okay. But yeah. The end of August, Animangaki happened. And I was so stressed out because planning for Animangaki on top of like working with this job is like one hell of a thing. My IG border is still human flooded most of the days. I haven't actually never been to Singapore. I would like to see Singapore. So the money was spent anyways. I'm not sure what actually happened there. I decided to walk off from the arrangement. Bossman moment, bossman in function. Special arrangement, court order says boss is not allowed to be 500 meter around Mr. K. I don't know, man. But anyway, so during Animangaki, because Mr. K is not around, we are kind of short staffed, so I'm the one handling the photos and videos, and Mr. V, my colleague, kind of handles like the copywriting. Unfortunately, somehow he's unable to do photos and videos anymore. So even if I took a leave, I kind of still have to work, use the photos he took and stuff like that to edit, change, and curate for my boss and make a video out of the things he got. Even during Animangaki, I remember. Oh yeah. So on Saturday, Mr. V wanted to take a leave too. So I had to fly. No, not fly. I had to take a bus from Animangaki to Penang to work for one day on Saturday, and then go back to KL on the same day. So from Penang, I went to KL on Friday, and then I came back on Friday night to Penang, and then on Saturday night, I went back to KL. So that's why I disappeared on Animangaki's second day, because I had to work on Saturday, and that's like non-negotiable. That's a problem with my job. Like if no one is doing it, like it's non-functional. The office is non-functional. Well, that clown show of a job site in Minecraft. Yeah, in Minecraft. Uh, yeah. So even on the last day of Animangaki, they keep bothering me. They keep messaging me and calling me, asking me to work. So that's what happened. I don't know if how many of you are there, but I was holding like the camera for Midori, and while I was holding it, I was actually editing videos. That's some crazy shit. I was just busy all around. I felt like some of the uh, problems that happened there was also partly my fault as well, because I can't focus that much. But I also want to give a special thanks to Deru, who stepped up and take my spot, especially on Saturday. And bro just saved my ass too. Anyway, it was Anime Monkey, just a special mention since that's happened while I was working. I kind of realized I cannot really be that much of a VTuber while I'm working in this job, because there's just so many things to do, and anytime there's nothing to do, I would rather to be resting. Yeah, so that's kind of like when I kind of slow down on my activities. Right, so here's where things got interesting. So remember Mr. K, who disappeared since the Singapore trip? He's also the person who hired me into the job. So he's doing like an event, and he offered me like a side job, starting with like a 350 ringgit, just to accept calls. An option mistake. AD, the VTuber, the scandal. Anyway, yeah, in Minecraft, yes, leaking government secrets in Minecraft. Yeah. Anyway, so Mr. K offered me this the awards job, so kind of like just accept calls and coordinate with clients for 350 ringgit. Now I had a broken car around this time back in October as well, I think. So I really needed some cash. I really needed some money. So I knew working with Mr. K is like it's gonna be a problem, but I took on it anyway since I'm desperate and I really need that small boost of money. And it started adding more work and more work. Now, me being me, I will never work for free, so I keep adding to the bills all the way until like 2,000 ringgit, until like 2,000 ringgit. And then like 3 days before like the event day, Mr. K is treating me quite harshly and quite dismissively. And I've been busting my ass for 2 weeks juggling between my real job and his job, and not feeling the appreciation. I I kind of lost it a little, but what I said was, if you don't like the way I do things, I'm just gonna get out. And he told me, get out then, I don't care. That's what he said. So I take that as a permission for me to leave this job, this awards job. So I left. Uh, so I asked for him to pay me, and he said I didn't finish my job, so I'm not getting paid. So I said, that's okay then. You can keep your money. I just don't want to do this anymore. So now I get to focus on my in real life job, who is also at this point where Mr. V took a 10 days leave, where I have to juggle the entire office work to myself. Copywriting, video editing, media, scheduling, everything all myself for like almost a week. So I'm quite happy that a huge burden is offloaded from my shoulders. I think I do regret not having the 2,000 ringgit, but I really don't like the way he treat me, and I just feel like there has to be consequences for his dismissive attitude, his crazy attitude. Now I thought that was the end of it. You see, I thought he's just gonna like bulldoze with his money, and I don't think like I was irreplaceable. I think he can still solve it with like money. Things are still gonna go on, and that's that, right? So here's what happened. Remember how I mentioned Mr. K is like the main PA for my boss? And things happened a little somewhere after the Singapore trip, where my boss felt like since he's not around, he wanted me to like step up and replace him. Now, Mr. K is unhappy with me for sure, because I guess because he couldn't get his way, that he didn't expect me to lead. He told things to my boss. Now, some of the things that he said is not true. I don't know what else that he said, but the things that I saw the message that I saw that he said to my boss is not true. But I know there are things that I talked to him about that may have, relate to my boss. That if my boss see those messages, I don't think he will like it. Although, it's just a personal opinion. But I don't think he will like it either, lah. So in a fit of revenge, he told my boss of things, and my boss got really angry, and he came to the office, and my good colleague, another colleague called Mr. A, he talked with Mr. A, and they had quite a heated argument. Mr. A got my back because he knows I've been working hard, and I have no real motives to like steal money or anything. I'm just working stuff. So Mr. A was targeted by Mr. K quite a while back. So this all happened because of the Singapore trip back in June. Because Mr. K really didn't like the way my boss treated him in Singapore. So he kind of like stepped away for a bit to focus on his project. Now, but because of that, my boss kind of hated that he's not around. So I had to step up. So he kind of like cut him off from him. Now, Mr. K used this opportunity to get back at me on top of like taking me out so that he can come back. And so that is what happened. My boss got furious, talked to Mr. Anna, and Mr. A, Mr. A, time to archive. It's okay. I guess it's a pretty yeah, Jesus. Sorry to hear about that, man. So anyway, my boss talked to Mr. A, and what happened was my boss decided to call Mr. K, and somehow Mr. K decided who stays and who doesn't. Now I'm definitely getting fired for sure, because I'm the target, right? Now what I didn't expect was that when my boss called me, there was no discussion, there was no space to defend myself. He just told me that thanks for my service, I'm no longer needed, and I agree, and I will just he asked me, would you like to resign or be terminated? And I said I would like to be terminated. And then he said it's not gonna look good on my resume. And I said that's okay, please terminate me, because there's a lot of things you cannot get if I resign. So I want to be terminated. So now what I didn't expect was when I came home, and I thought, I guess Mr. A have to like take up my job, right? While Mr. V is on a long leave. He's gonna come back like next week. Mr. A called me, and he said he's gonna leave too because he didn't like the way that that my boss decided to fire me. But I think it was mainly because my boss decided to listen to Mr. K that pissed Mr. A off. So I was a little bit touched, but at the same time, it's just nobody wants this office like this, you see. So I just packed up and left the office, and I asked the clerk if just let me know when my papers are ready, and I'll come back and pick it up. So the next day I pick it up, and then the clerk was very sad, and she was like, she don't think she can handle the office anymore because there's nobody here, and then somehow she has to take up like all this job that's definitely out of her payroll. uh Mr. B coming back to find the office empty. That's right. I can't wait for Tuesday and this year. What he's gonna come back to. But anyway, the clerk told me that Mr. K is gonna come back next week. So I finally put the piece together and realized what's happening. I think it's a power move, and it's a great lesson for me too. That no matter how close I think someone is, I really, really, really shouldn't talk about work uh, at all, unless to finish that work. I shouldn't comment work beyond anything else. Kasian Mr. K. Nah, man. Fuck Mr. K. Mr. K basically cut me off because he realized I have the balls to just pull out of his project. You see, he thinks that I'm very desperate for money and that I would do anything for it, and I would take up all the shit that he gives me. I don't tolerate that shit. I only knew him for a few months. That's right, and he's the one that hired me, so I'm very biased. But my lawyer already gave me an advice saying that no matter how close or how friendly someone is to you, do your work only as needed and say nothing else. And he is so right. I thought that only applies to, like, maybe the people you meet in the job, but not like people who is like directly friend to you. Like the closest person I felt in the office, the person I felt like I vibed together with him, which because we were from similar uh, backgrounds. I am. I should have seen it coming. I do feel regret not listening to my lawyer first and foremost, and I will be more careful from now on. But the main thing that I feel right now is I'm glad that I know who this guy is now. So after that, I started talking to people, and I have to explain to people that I'm no longer with the office, right? And then I kind of find out that I'm not the only guy he screwed up with. Turns out he screwed people all the way from the start, all the way from how he got into the office. And it's been going on for years. So I'm in this weird position where I have valuable experience, and I feel like I can probably work in similar departments, maybe in the government, maybe in some agencies that I've met. I will send my CVs here and there. But that means if he's back, like eventually our path will cross, and I don't know. It feels weird not being able to not look back from this point onward. Feels like somebody always have a knife on your back. Uh, yeah, it's not just losing a job. It's about having this vengeful snake in your house is what I meant. Now the way I treat this thing is like this beef is between me and him, and I have no intention of like dragging anyone else along. I don't really want to spread like bad rumors in the office or anything. Like, I even treat his client politely and send them to the right channels. I feel good. I feel good that the way I handle things feels more mature than the way he does. And I don't feel sad and angry at all. In fact, I feel more human than ever. I feel like I've been a successful person. I don't know how else to explain it. But anyway, yeah, that is kind of the story. So what's gonna happen to me now? I really don't know. Um, I'm just gonna try my luck on the state government. See if the problem is like it's so much more complex now because like I have a hostile person in the same building. I don't think that's like comfortable for me to work at. Uh, and you know he could have already played his cards before I get another job. So I really don't know. I'm just gonna do my best, do what I can, and see how okay. I'm happy to hear like words of support from my friends and the people I met. I think I've done well for myself, and I think people like me, and I do my best for people to like me. Do I think that what do you call that? Do I Yeah, this is a question. What if my boss wanted to call me back? Now, number one, I definitely don't want to work with Mr. K. So if Mr. K is in the picture, I definitely don't want to be back in the same office. Uh, but I don't know about serving my boss who decided to listen to Mr. K when I've been working my ass off for him, handling everything on my own for like a week plus. And I've learned to know like what he likes and the things he does. I paid the cake and the flowers for his wife, which I haven't claimed yet. I hope I can get to claim that soon. But I'm fairly disappointed with my boss. I I re- I'll not comment on that. Anyway, I'm happy to up for a hangout if you're willing, Apex. Well, I'm up for hangout, I guess, because I'm very free now. Uh, do DM me on Discord, see if we can hang out. But yeah, such is the state of things in Penang. That's right. That's right. Penang is okay. Penang I can do. Uh, so I know some of you may have noticed I haven't been putting up the schedule for VGL. I'm sorry because there's a lot of things to hang to handle this last few weeks. So I hope to continue doing the schedule again starting next week. We got big things planning. We are doing a lot of pre-planned stuff, big event coming up. So let's just say y'all should save up some money and get ready for the big announcement coming up. So Viga Quen Live will go on as usual. it's my pride, and also you know, I don't want to fail this company. It's a separate thing compared to my private life and my in real life. Mainland to be specific. I don't mind going to mainland actually on a motorbike. It's only like a 20 minutes drive. Hi boss, welcome. Mal was taken. Mal was taken now. Damn. This time window for Georgetown Literary Festival, but we'll see. I saw the poster. I didn't realize. I forgot what date was that. Life, arigato. Let's go. Take care of yourself. Thank you. Be good to myself. Yes, I will. Don't get hurt, Apex. I hope so. I hope not. I'm too much of a coward to do anything to myself, but right now I don't know. I feel tranquil right now because it's the verbal abuse on so many lines from Mr. K and from my boss was so much that I forgot what it's like to have a very clear head and conscience. Um, so right now I'm just enjoying not feeling devastated. So give me like a couple of days, and I'll be back on my feet by Monday maybe. Pretty much mini book fair and literally talks. I'm trying to look for HP Lovecraft books. I think me and Eltia is like got so deep into HP Lovecraftian literature. I'm trying to find some. Head peppers. Arigato. Thank you, speaking in line. Take some time to clear mind. Yeah. Anyway, thanks for coming, guys. I'm sorry to bait you guys with such a thumbnail. I want a special thanks to Azik who drew that art. I know it's a Halloween art, but when he drew that artwork, that's exactly what I feel like at the time on that date. It was so much stress, and I saw that art and I just smiled and like, I do feel like that. The only difference is I haven't given up yet. Hits you hard, huh? Yeah, it does. It's okay, boss. I hope you take care. I will do. I will. Thank you guys for coming. Sorry to ruin your night with such a abyssal news. I don't even know if that's the right word. Okay, boss. Thank you, Yu-chan. Uh, not really at all. Really, I don't know, man. Like, people call me the bossman, right? Like, I'm supposed to lead and make a fun events and programs and kind of like be the my VT leader or something. I don't know, man. Like, if I smoke, this is where I would start smoking, but don't smoke, guys. Even I don't smoke. Interact with VTubers, I do too. I don't know. It's been so long since like I got a lot of things to talk about. Tashwan, oi, ma. Ah. So I'll see you guys hopefully a bit more on the coming weeks. Shares lighter. I think at some point in this art, I did ask my artist to add a smoke. I think I do have it. I just because I rigged like only few things here. There's a lot more things I'm supposed to rig. But anyway, yeah. Like, I think it's a vape. It's not a smoke. It's a vape. But even vapes are getting banned. So I guess I'm very late to the party. Marlboro's batang. We can rage. No vapes. Anyway, thank you so much for coming, guys. So many of you. I missed this. Hopefully we'll have more amazing things coming up. I'll rearrange and start doing collabs and here and there, plan proper streams. Until next time, guys. Thank you. Yasumi, Yoskare. Bye bye.